Hello, Aries, and welcome to your October reading. I ended up skipping out on my normal weekly pick a card, and it's just because I did a whole thing for the equinox, and I wanted to go ahead and just get started on releasing these readings. So, welcome. We are going to do, basically the usual. I have some oracle cards for you. I have music playing in the background, and if I hear a song that sticks out to me, or you hear a song that sticks out to you, could be a song for you. And then we have the Adventure Time Tarot that I received in the mail 3 days ago. 3 days ago. And I'm super excited to use it. We're going to be shuffling on camera for that deck. Just a decision I made for this month. And let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. All right, so we have birds, card number 12. We have stork, card number 17, which is another bird, actually. So birds could be very significant for you this month. I don't know why I'm feeling like I just want to jump right into your reading. I'm sorry if that's my washer going off. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry about that. That's the second time today that my washer has gone off because it doesn't want to drain. And what I was saying earlier before I rushed off was that I feel like I want to just jump right into your reading. I'm sorry for a few of you that is coming off a little rude and abrupt. I almost feel like, because that happened right when I was talking, I don't know if there is just kind of a message here from spirit that like you're going to be very on the go and not wanting to, like, your own personal battery not draining off this month. That's just kind of what I'm getting, and that's pretty Aries. I mean, honestly, that sounds correct. um yeah, so we have birds, stork. For your rebel cards, we have, come here, we have, it's my time to be fucking brave, blank could light a fire under my ass. I didn't know you needed a fire lit under your ass, Aries. I thought you just kind of came that way. Telling assholes to fuck off could light a fire under my ass. Well, very good. Carry on, I suppose. Let's see what your other oracle cards have to say. It does kind of make sense here with birds and stork, but we'll get into that in a second. And then we have card number 17. So 17 is coming up again. I live each moment with a presence of gratitude. So maybe a gratitude practice is something you'll be seeing. And then we have card number 10, direction. Where are you heading? And it shows horses on there. Which horses make me think of the goddess Ipanya. And that could be her right there. I know she has a little heart on her forehead. Okay. So overall, I am getting very much that I don't remember what we said in your last forecast, but I am seeing like definitely you are choosing a direction and you're going towards it. You are coming from your heart space, I feel like, very much, especially with it's my time to be fucking brave, telling assholes to fuck off could light a fire under my ass. That's really giving doing what it is that you want to do and not caring what anyone else has to say about it. Again, which is very much your energy. I don't know if you were feeling not yourself this past couple months, but that's what we're doing now. We're very much getting into a place where you are feeling like yourself. Which is interesting because we're going into October, and October is both Libra season and Scorpio season. Libra is your opposite on the astrological wheel. You both are on the axis of fairness which you two view fairness in very different ways. Libra views fairness as equal for everybody, right? For an Aries, fairness is making sure that each individual is properly taken care of in their own unique ways, right? So that could be something that you are kind of coming back to and kind of being reminded of, that your own individuality needs to be taken care of. And that's a very core part of your personality. Aries are very unapologetic about their truth and what they think and feel. Especially if you're an Aries moon. Like if you're an Aries moon, I'm an Aries moon. We just feel the things we're feeling. We really get into those emotions, but then the moment's over. We felt the feelings, kind of thing, right? Um, so with birds makes me think of miscommunication and gossip. The fact that's coming out with the stork is karma. So on one hand, just birds in general could be a symbol for you this month. I She is pregnant, and we do have a stork here, so a couple of you might be getting pregnant this month. I don't think that's really a lot of you, but I think it's enough of you for, you guys to maybe want to make sure that you're using protection here. But stork is karma. Stork is karma. Birds is miscommunication and gossip. And that coming out with telling assholes to fuck off and gratitude. It's a strong message of you worry about you. You don't need to be dealing with anyone who doesn't, it's one thing if people don't agree with you, but like if people are telling you like you're wrong and they have no basis for it, or they're telling you that you can't do something, or they're attacking you in a very personal manner, you're kind of being guided to just tell them to fuck off and be done with it, for lack of more charming words. And just you do you. The universe is going to take care of everyone who is acting towards you in a malicious way this month. You don't need to be worrying about that. You just need to be worrying about your own self. What else do we have here? I feel like we have a lot of purple. So connecting with your crown chakra could be very important at this time. God, and there's more birds right here too. The 17th of October could be very important, as it's coming up twice. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. We're going to draw 3 cards just to see more of an idea of what else is going on for you this month. And then we're going to do 2 cards each for your love and relationships, career and finances, and health and spirituality. So 3 cards for Aries for the month of October. Okay, we have the 6 of Swords. Aries for the month of October, please, Spirit. The Empress. And then we have the 3 of Cups coming out with in reverse, coming out with the 7 of Wands in reverse. Something that I was thinking about as I was looking at all these cards, I don't know if this means anything to any of you, but I'm going to point it out anyway. These are all side characters. Granted, the Empress is, I don't remember the name of Jake's wife, but she's still a side character. I don't think you see her very much at all during Adventure Time. So I don't know if this is a signal to some of you who feel like you've been playing the side character that it's time to stop playing the side character. And you need to be doing you. Dancing in Circles by Lady Gaga is playing right now. If you've ever heard that song, it's about her doing her to deal with the pain of, a person. But I feel like that's a very empressy thing to do, to focus on your own pleasure and what feels good to you in order to deal with everything around you that sucks. So that's definitely something that I see you doing this month. With the Six of Swords in the reverse, you've been at a standstill for a while. You've been at a standstill for a while. I don't know if you felt a little lost. I don't know if people were just getting under your skin to the degree that you couldn't focus. But that's definitely not the case anymore, okay? You're doing you. You are taking care of you, putting you and your dreams first. She just sang the lyric, "It's good to be lonely." That's very much your energy right now. It's good to be lonely. It's good to only have to take care of me. I wouldn't be surprised if when we got to the love portion of your reading, if it basically said that there is no one coming in, like if everything, when we get there, is not related to romantic love, it's related to everything else, but we'll see when we get there. Some of you are definitely getting pregnant this month, though. Like, we have the Empress, we have this pregnant woman, we have the stork. Use protection, you guys. If you don't want to be pregnant this month, use protection, okay? And then over here we have the Three of Cups in reverse coming out with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Which brings me right back to what I was saying earlier, that you're not really dealing with anyone who isn't on board with you. You are conducting your own train right now. You are on your own track right now. All aboard or get the hell off the track. With the Three of Cups in reverse, it definitely indicates that you're not spending a lot of time having fun at this moment. But also with the Seven of Wands in reverse, that also indicates that you're feeling a need to be less defensive. I don't know if the people that you've recently been around have been keeping you in this very back and forth energy where like it's good times until it's not, and just a lot of drama in your circle lately, but you're not entertaining it. You're not entertaining drama at this moment in time. You're not being, you're getting out of the energy of being stuck. I do feel like because we have the Three of Cups in reverse coming out with the Seven of Wands in reverse, your circle by the end of October might look a little different. I'll be right back. I just heard my washer again. Okay, I'm back. Third time's the charm, right? And that might be true for some of you. That's not a phrase I typically use, but whatever. I'm also noticing, I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, how much the smoke is kind of going underneath the camera and over the cards. I'm taking that as your month is very blessed and protected at this time. So let's go ahead and take a look at your other cards. I don't want this to come fully out of you. Okay. Also, if I didn't already state it, Empress is card number 3, and she is Cancer energy. So let's go ahead and love and relationships for Aries, please. Love and relationships for Aries. Oh, okay. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And we have Strength. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune is card number 10, and then Strength in this deck is card number 8. It varies a little for me depending on which deck I'm using. So yeah, with Wheel of Fortune in reverse coming out with Strength, also Strength is Leo energy. And the Wheel of Fortune, I want to say is Sag energy. Yeah. So definitely some fire. Okay. You're definitely standing in your strength. I feel like you're being stubborn though. You're you're being stubborn about not really wanting someone or something to come in, I feel like. Because the Wheel of Fortune in the up hand is new chapters, forward movements. I feel like for some of you, you're overly attached to your independence, maybe. Overly attached to your independence, overly attached to not needing someone romantically. And while that's good and fine, you shouldn't need someone romantically. I feel like we had this talk last month. Like, you need to get to a place where you open your heart up to romantic love. And I think you know what's coming towards you, and you're finding ways to energetically stall it, whether it be not working on those wounds in particular, whether it be I heard for some of you, you're actually manifesting not for it to come in, but for it to stay away. Like, you're literally manifesting it to stay away consciously. And then for others of you, you're understanding that some of the thoughts that you have are not helpful to bring love in. And while you're not consciously trying to stall it, you're also consciously ignoring the fact that you need to work on those thoughts, if that makes sense. And that's fine. You don't have to be ready for love. You do not have to be ready for love. I mean, it will come when it's damn good and ready. But this indicates to me that on the fact that the universe is bringing it to your attention, that your own strength and stubbornness is preventing love from coming in on an energetic level. I feel like that's the universe indicating, like, okay, this is no longer cute. We want to bring you somebody. Especially if, like, you are pregnant. You don't want to be doing that crap alone. I've known many single parents, and have they become a single parent because maybe the person that attributed to the creation of that baby was not the healthiest person in the world for them? Yes, of course. That's generally why that happens. Or they're single parents because, the other person walks away, or again, they're not healthy, or whatever. I don't think, though, like, if not for those facts, if not for the fact that the other person involved was an unhealthy person, no one would choose to be a single parent just because they're like, oh, I want to experience raising a baby by myself. Like, no one makes that decision. They make the decision because the other person is unhealthy for themselves, unhealthy for their children, or the other person makes the decision to walk away and abandon the situation. And I'm not saying to like stay with anyone like who is bad or unhealthy or unreliable because you're pregnant. I'm certainly not saying that, but like if you're not getting with someone because you're being stubborn, because you're afraid of being hurt, because you have abandonment issues, but that person hasn't actually done anything to show you that they're unhealthy, you might need to reconsider how stubborn you are acting. And then for others of you, you're simply just really addicted to your independence. And I can't exactly fault that, but I don't think anyone wants to be alone forever. It comes from a wounded place. Let's be real. I even just notice how just uncomfortable. Like, Jake is playing his violin and he's representing the strength card, but his eyebrows just tell me that he's a little uncomfortable. That he's not entirely happy standing in his strength. And maybe the violin depicts an underlying sadness that you need to address and deal with. Let's go on to the next part of your reading because I feel like I've said about all I can say about that particular subject. Yeah, I don't think I can say anything else about that particular subject, so we're going to move on to career and finances. So we have the Page of Swords in reverse. And we have the Page of Wands in the up hand and the Ace of Wands. You are definitely full of inspiration and new ideas this month. You could very well be a creative or an inventor. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You definitely are having new ideas. You're full of ideas. And maybe that's why you suddenly have this feeling of a fire being lit under your ass and wanting to just go for whatever it is you want to do. With the Page of Swords in reverse, that is telling me that in some cases, you're not sharing your ideas with people. I feel like for some of you, it could be coming from a place of mistrust. It's just the energy I'm getting. Like you really want to baby this idea and you're not trusting other people to take care of it properly. And two, like all this pregnancy allegory could also just be about this. It doesn't have to be about an actual baby. Um, for some of you, it will be though. But like for many of you, it could simply be this new idea, this new business, this project. Like when you're beginning with them, I mean, you have to tend to them just about as consistently and as on top of things as you are with a baby, right? So maybe that's what it is. Like maybe like for a lot of you it's a new business idea or it's a project or whatever, and you want to just kind of like burrow into working on it and not doing anything else, and you don't want to share it with anybody else. I don't know if people in the past did not really believe in your ideas, if they told you things couldn't happen, if they were manipulative when it came to your ideas and dishonest. But yeah, I see you not sharing with anybody, moving in silence very much. And really, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes moving in silence is the best thing we could possibly do, especially if, like, your own confidence in a project or confidence in yourself, if that is also something that's kind of just in its infancy. If if you're easy to discourage, you are better off keeping your projects to yourself, at least at first, just so no one can be sending bad energy at you. I do notice how she has tarot cards in this card. So maybe for some of you, maybe you're trying to start a tarot channel yourself or a tarot business or just something spiritual in general. There's a lot of blue between these cards, like her shirt or dress, the blue sky here, the rainy sky here, just a lot of blue here. Um, that makes me think of throat chakra. So again, a need to move in silence, I feel like. Maybe also blue, like maybe you keep your project ideas in a blue binder. Like maybe the color blue is going to somehow be inspiring to you when it comes to this. Maybe you're using a blue studio. Maybe you wear blue clothes when you're getting into the mood to work on this project. Yeah, the direction is definitely creative and businesslike. You're you're cooking something up. That's your focus this month. So let's go ahead and move on to your health and spirituality, because I feel like we haven't really said too much about that over the course of the reading. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay. We have the King of Coins in the reverse. And we have the Six of Wands. Also in the reverse. The song Forever May Not Be Long Enough by Live is kind of catching my attention at this moment. I don't know if some of you are like struggling with a more serious health issue at this time. I hope none of you are. Or if some of you are maybe just struggling with the idea of your mortality at this time. Um, it's just kind of a vibe, and I feel like that's sort of normal in October. I feel like it's really normal in October to think about the more morbid subjects. You know, mortality, death, what happens after death. I feel like it's on your mind though at this time. Hopefully not in a super unhelpful way. Like if you're having dangerous thoughts, you need to reach out to somebody. I don't feel like that's going to be the case for a lot of you though. Let's get into the cards. So, Six of Wands in reverse, coming out with the King of Coins in reverse. You're not wanting to spend your energy on anybody else at this time. You're not wanting to spend your energy on other people. I did say earlier that, like, the thing with the washer and it not wanting to drain, it just stuck out to me to tell you that earlier. You might find other people very draining right now, and that's why you don't want to spend time with other people right now. You may, in general, just be noticing a lot of fatigue, maybe. I know earlier I said that, like, you didn't want to drain, so some of you, like, you're having really big spikes in your energy. And others of you, you're noticing more fatigue and more drainage on your energy. Therefore, you're being very choosy about what you spend it on. And like a typical Aries, you would rather spend your energy on yourself, as you should, when you have limited energy. And while that is the case with the Six of Wands in the reverse here, I feel like maybe on some level you're struggling with that. Like, maybe some of you are feeling guilty this month about wanting to keep all of your energy to yourself, and honestly, you shouldn't. If you don't have a lot of energy to give, like, how are you going to give it to someone else when you obviously need it so badly? Let's see. Yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you, Aries. Thank you for coming to your reading. I don't know if yours is going to be the most brief one. It felt very brief to me. It felt very to the point. But yeah. So thank you for coming to your reading. Have a great month of October. Get those projects up and going if that's what you're focused on doing. And if any of you do become pregnant in the month of October, congratulations. If you don't want to be pregnant, I hope you can resolve that. We are pro-choice on this channel. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't want a big comment fight about that. But yeah, if you're pregnant and you want to be pregnant, congratulations. If you become pregnant and you don't want to be pregnant, I hope you resolve that. Not everyone is meant to have children. And when I say that, I mean the people who feel that it's not the correct course for them. So, that being said, go ahead and click over to your other readings as you see fit. Always watch your sun, moon, and rising. And I will see you again for next month's reading, or if you ever check out the other readings, I'll see you then. And be good, be safe, and love and light to you. Bye.